How you doing? Joey McGinley Jr. from Alone in the Dark, the show that you haven't seen yet because I haven't filmed it yet. But I'm getting there. We're waiting on. I'll just do a little update here. All we're waiting on right now is permission from one of the other two county commissioners. I already have permission from Kimberly Best, who is one of the commissioners. Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate it. The audience appreciates it. We need to bring some credibility back to the paranormal field because it is a real thing. I am a believer. However, I am a skeptic as well. There's going to be a lot of vetting going on with the evidence that I collect, if I collect any at all. Maybe there is no paranormal. Who knows? Maybe it's all just stuff we make up in our head. But that's something I plan on finding out. So, another reason that I'm bringing this video today to you is because people are asking me, what kind of equipment do you use? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Folks, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you have a smartphone, like a Samsung Galaxy or an iPhone, I guess iPhones are the same, but I'm just going to go, I have a Samsung Galaxy S8. Okay. I have the case off of it because the case that I have actually has a metal frame on it. If you have a smartphone like this, folks, you have your basic paranormal investigation tools. Okay? What do you have? You have your camera, which I am using right now. Okay? You have your camera. Actually, if you're lucky enough to have like a Samsung Galaxy S7 or the S7 Edge, that camera has the dual camera feature where you can film the face, the selfie cam, and the front cam. The new ones don't have that. A lot of people weren't happy about that. But you have your camera. You have a digital voice recorder within there, which I've captured some EVPs, all these initials. Captured some EVPs that I'm going to be making a promo video here soon. What else do you have? You have photo editing software. They're basic, You have video editing software, basic. You have one of the most important tools that I feel you need to detect some anomalies and stuff is an EMF reader. EMF stands for those of you that don't know, electromagnetic field. The Earth has one. It's like a giant magnet on top, the North Pole and the South Pole. There's actually two of each. There's the geographic North Pole, and then there's the magnetic North Pole. They're not the same. And then the same thing with the South Pole. There's like two magnets on top and on the bottom. And what that does is it puts out an electro field, kind of like a battery, and it puts a field around the Earth that protects us from solar storms, all the solar stuff that comes from the sun that could really damage us and kill our atmosphere. EMF is important as well because EMF is also considered by most paranormal investigators a good way of detecting paranormal activity, but it's also, for the scientific pursuits, it's also a good way of detecting naturally occurring anomalies or artificial anomalies that are explainable simply by taking a reading and then putting the pieces together. So, for example, your phone has what's inside called a magnometer. Most of the new phones have, you're able to use it as a compass, and it doesn't do that any other way other than the old-fashioned way. It has a magnometer in it, and it's able to detect north and south. Okay, for example, let's see, I'll show you. Again, I have the Galaxy S8. Here we go. On the Edge app, there's the, why don't I focus? There we go, see? And as we turn, there we go. Gives you our longitude and latitude, tells us where we are, and you can calibrate and all. It's a good tool. But what else it's also capable of doing? It's also detecting EMF fields, or EMF readings. So right now I have an app on my phone that I'm using, and it's called, it has a big name. Hold on, let me find it here. Go back. Here we go. It's called the Physics Toolbox Sensor Suite. It is by a company called just read it. There it is. Giving credit to the company. It's a free app. And this app has all kinds of neat features, but the feature that we're going to focus on right now for this video is the EMF reader. So here it is. So just a little explanation. Naturally occurring EMF is usually anywhere between 30 and 60, they call them microteslas, microtesla units. Let's see here. Yep. And microtesla is, like you have symbols. Like, for example, pound is LB. Microtesla is like whatever the hell you call that. It's like an upside down H or a U that broke its leg as a compound fracture. I don't know. So you can see right here in my house, I have people messaging me, but also the reading is about 49. Now, some apps out there will allow you to zero this out, and that way you'll be zero. This one, I don't know if this one does or not. I just got it, so I'm kind of just learning, but for the basic, all intents and purposes, we're going to show you how it works. So, I'm going to walk along here. All right, we are right by our computer, and look who's here. Oh, look who's joining us today. The other member of Alone in the Dark.
What's up, people?
Our base commander, Joe Sr.
My handicapping.
He's doing his handicapping. Joe McGinley Sr. is a amateur. I'm sorry, he's well, he's not an amateur, he's a professional, but he doesn't do anything illegal.
Ask the Press Enterprise. I'm the Susquehanna Swami.
He's the Susquehanna Swami. That's who he is. He's for the New York Dispatch, too, right?
Yes.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s, he was known as the Susquehanna Swami. He's a hell of a handicapper, I'm just saying. He is very good at what he does. But again, it's just all for fun. Him and his friends just do it just to, kind of like fantasy football. Nothing illegal here. No RICO cases being formed against my father because he is not a racketeer person. He's just simply having fun. Just like fantasy football. It's fantasy booking. Alright, so, as you can see, we're at the PC here. It's a little messy, don't worry about it. And I have to turn my screen back on. Alright, and here we go. So you see the field here. So we're going to go down, and let's see, it's hard to focus. All right, here we go.
You want me to move?
Yeah, you're all right. I'll tell you what, how about you hold the camera just right there for us?
Which one, this one?
Just like that, yeah. Just like that. All right, so here we go. We have the field. Now, we follow the...
I'll do the best I can.
So follow this. We're going to come over here. Down, please. There you go. Zoom in a little bit. So not, like, move it. Move it. So you see here, we're going up and down. You see how well it got here? And now down here, it's back to normal. Back up top. Look how... Oops, sorry. Look how well it got. Okay, the reason that is because that's about where the hard drive is. The hard drive has magnets in it that spin. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go over here by the screen. See, we're getting some low readings there as well. But right there, see how high that is? Because that right there is where the
pixels are.
The instrument is to all the electronics. And then you go over here, back north. Let's do another example down here.
I'm having trouble keeping up with the camera here, Joe.
Well, that's and this guy wants to be on board. He can't even keep up with the camera. So right here we have a remote control for our TV. We're gonna do this here and look at how. There we go. See how high that's jumping right there, all the way. See right there, it's good. Not there. A little bit there, a little bit there, and then boom, right there, because that's where the electronics are. Thank you very much, Dad, for.
You're welcome.
That was his. If we were gonna use that right there as his interview, as his what do we call a resume, whatever. What do you think, folks? Hired? Fired?
Fired.
Nah, it's all right. You gotta learn. So anyway, as you can see, the EMF reader on the phone, it works. It just simply works. There's no other way to say it. I've never had any problems with it. You can try other apps. I've tried several before I came to this one. This one here, what I like about it is it has a bunch of different features that are actually relevant to, relevant to paranormal investigating as well, if you want to be very specific. There it has a sound meter, tone detector, multi-record. Up there it has where the hell is it? The barometer. There's a barometer on here. Yep, up here, okay. There we have a barometer, which is, all this stuff here is important and can be used in some way to help you with your paranormal investigating, especially if you're going into it not to get spooked, but as a scientist, in a scientific endeavor. That's what we're trying to encourage here. I want to see, after the first season of Alone in the Dark, and everybody, gets a chance to watch the episodes, even just one episode, I want to see YouTube flooded, and Facebook and Twitter and whatever the hell else the kids are using these days. I want to see it flooded with just regular people like you and I out there using scientific equipment to help either debunk or confirm evidence of the paranormal. That's what I want. I want all of us to be alone in the dark. I want all of us. I want everybody that is into this to help. To help. We can make a network out of this. You know, it's a social network of amateur scientists who in their spare time put together investigations to use equipment like this. You didn't even know your phone could do this. You're out there. People are spending, you know, $50, $60, $70, $80, $100 on these things. And boom, right there, you have it in your hand already.
Probably doing other things with their hand.
Yeah, you know, they'll leave it to him. You know, be inappropriate. Sorry, kids. This was going to be rated G, but, you know, Dad has to go off and talk about how, you know, you're doing other things with your hand, like writing on chalkboards and stuff. Isn't that the worst, chalkboards? All right, so, again, it's very simple. Got to just go download it, and boom, you have the equipment that you need right there. You have your it's basic. It's basic, you know, and you can actually go out and buy. They have like attachments that you can put like on your camera, like lens attachments that are capable of night vision. They have ones a FLIR. You can get a FLIR attachment put on there, and it's actually temperature sensor. It's you know, the what the hell is that called? The you know, the temperature thing. What is that called, Dad?
What?
Infrared, where you can see like the heat signatures and stuff. A FLIR. If you're watching this video and you know paranormal, you should know what a goddamn FLIR is. I shouldn't have to explain it to you.
I didn't know what you were talking
Yeah, it's like the FLIRs. They're expensive. I know there's one right now on Facebook Marketplace for like $200 used. They also have an actual FLIR handheld recording camera that I think is like $1,000. I am so mad. There was a kid in Bloomsburg, who was a douche, by the way, who was selling a little paranormal kit. And he had a Canon camera, a Canon PowerShot, or whatever the hell they are. But it was modified to be full spectrum. He had a millimeter. He had what the hell else did he have? Something else. But he had a FLIR. A handheld FLIR that you were able to, it looks like a little gun, but not only could it, you know, had a little screen on it that you could see all the heat signatures, but it recorded. It was a camera. He wanted $260 for all of it, okay? He ended up selling just the FLIR for like $100. Oh my God, I just missed it. I was so angry. So, maybe we'll find one again. But, all right, so this is the end, my only friend, of this little, whatever the hell you want to call this. Like a tutorial, introduction, promo, whatever. Thanks for watching. Gathering all the equipment. Like I said, folks, for you, those of you who are excited about Alone in the Dark, just as excited as we are about it, we are going to be going down to the commissioner's office in Sunbury, Pennsylvania tomorrow to attempt to make contact with one or both of the commissioners to attempt to solicit a okay from them to be able to film in the courthouse. So that's about it for me right now. We're going to end showing you a little messy area here. The DVR. And there's the DVR there. There's our monitor that's not hooked up. Here's one of the cameras. Ooh, I never showed you that. We could use through this real quick. This is one of the cameras. Actually, it's still working. Let's see here. Alright, so I had to hook the monitor up here quick, but here we go. There it is. The monitor. Now I just have one camera hooked up. But there's the monitor. Pick it up. And then we'll do this. Let's get in there. Ooh, my ear. So as you can see, night vision. As you can see, it's recording. Oh, I don't have a recording right now. I have a 1 terabyte hard drive installed in there that I purchased separately. The monitor I had to purchase separately as well that you see me on. I got it like $10, and it wasn't exactly what it was, what I thought it was, but whatever. I'm going to be running it through the laptop that I'm getting, that we got up and running. But as you can see, night vision, capable of night vision, and then, boom, there, it clicks out. if you look on the camera here, there's a little sensor right there. That little sensor is what determines night and day. So if we come back over here and try to get it, night vision, bingo, right? Hold on. I don't know how well it's going to detect it. But,
Oh, I'm sorry.
let's see here quick if we can get it dark enough to turn on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I don't know how well it's going to see it or not. Come on. There we go. Darn it, every time I go to... It's because of the screen. If you look... You're not going to be able to see it anyway. But anyway, the infrared lights turn on and off. That's not going to do it because every time I put the screen in front of it, the lights shut off. But yeah, they go like this little red. That's all you can see though. But yeah, so that right there is the camera itself. The brand is Zozi. I think that's how you say it. That's how I say it. But they are really heavy-duty cameras, dude. I mean, they're not plastic. They're metal. They're really heavy-duty. They're sturdy. Nice lenses on them. Came with a mouse. And you can see here, so... Can you see that all right? I hope you can. So as you can see here, I get a mouse pad first off. But you click on the screen there, and we can do single, and then it gives you the channel. There's 8 channels. Do multi, channel 1 through 4. Let's do that. So and then if I had the videos up there, if I had cameras hooked up, you'd be able to see them on there. You can do the 8, whatever. There's the start scan. Scans through the different cameras, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can adjust the color, the zoom. I don't know if these record audio or not. I have not checked yet. There's where you start to record. Playback. So the only thing that we've recorded so far was... Alright, well, we're not going to do that right now. Let's X out of that. I'm still learning. And then down here you go to your main menu. Setup, search, backup. Disk management. So here's the hard drive that I installed. I hope you can see this. There's the hard drive I installed right there. 931.5 gigabytes in size. That's how much is free. And that's because I recorded probably for about 48 hours straight, nonstop. Just one camera. I mean, we're not going to be recording anywhere near that much. Unless they'd be kind enough to let me set the cameras up and do that. Which is a possibility. Do this, all that stuff. So, there's how that's set up. So, there's the DVR. Have it all set up there again. Let's see. Can we see? Here we go. So, basically, let's get me in there. Hello. Nice to see you. Basically, this is what we're going to be using, and I'm actually going to ask if it would be possible, if I set this up upstairs away from everybody else, if they'd let me set up 4 cameras to record nonstop. Well, we're going through the scan. Why is the scan still going? Do I have to stop it? Yep. Back to camera 1. You know, we still have to sit down with Dad and teach him about how this works, but it shouldn't be a problem. This is going to be really fun. I'm really excited. Hopefully they will, can you see me? Can you see me? I don't even know if you can see me. But, this is the DVR again. And then, one other cool feature about it that I like. Don't get old. One of the other features I like about it is, it has an app that I can download on my phone. And I will be able to, if, you know, Dad's watching the videos and say, radio's up and says, you know, Joe, we have some, movement, some activity going on, camera 4 in the round room. I can go on the app on my phone and real quick pull up camera 4 and see what's going on. I can play back anything that he saw. So we got a really cool setup here. This DVR setup is really friggin' awesome. It has a lot of cool features about it. The film editing software, I got 2. I got, I keep forgetting what the hell the name of it is. Something. Let's see, where's my phone at here? I have it. Well, one of them is Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is used by even some production companies to actually edit the movies. Let's see here. And Lightworks. Lightworks is free, and from what I've read, has a ton of features in the free version. You get the pro version, it has more. But I heard the free version is really well. I haven't used either. Last night, I finally got around to uploading all of my raw footage from all of my SD cards. Actually, I'm going to start working on the promo video with the EVP that we caught from my dad's friend who passed, Charlie. And we'll be starting working on that. So, everything is up and all we're waiting for is this okay from the commissioner's office. Once we get that, or I'm going to begin filming. If I get that tomorrow, I'm going to get together with Chrissy at the American Legion, come up with a plan. I'm going to pick a winner from the contest that we had going for the pick a promo photo. Yeah, and so we're going to pick a winner, and then we will have them come with me one day on one of the investigations, and boom, we'll be good. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. This turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but I wanted to show you just the progress we're making with Alone in the Dark. I wanted to show you some of the equipment we're using, and just how simple it is. It's really not that hard to perform and that's what it just makes me so mad watching these shows on TV. Ghost Adventures. They make it look like they spend thousands of dollars, and you don't have to, folks. You don't have to. So anyway, Joey McGinley Jr., Joe McGinley Sr. was also featured in the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there and being patient with us while we're working on this. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I help bring to you the absolute most quality program that you folks deserve to see. Thank you so much for being a fan again, and I look forward to bringing you evidence of the paranormal or a lack thereof in the near future. Thank you, and see you soon.